Henry Perry. Um, and so then he set up a push cart in Kansas City on the Missouri side, in the garment district. And then he later moved to the Vine Street corridor, which is a Black neighborhood. But when he did that, it became a training ground for many of the barbecue greats that came out of Kansas City and Missouri. So what makes Kansas City barbecue Kansas City? Obviously, it originated there by pitmaster Henry Perry, but his signature was that the sauce is sweet and thick. The base is tomato, molasses, and spices. Kansas City is not picky with their meats. So like Texas is more beef, Carolinas are more pork. Kansas City basically, Henry Perry did all meats, even raccoon on his push cart, which probably wouldn't fly in the sheet pan today, but they didn't favor one cut of meat over the others. But they are well known for their burnt ends. And so the Kansas City, that sweet, thick sauce creates burnt ends off those fat caps. So that's what their signature is. So you can use it, what sets it apart is that low and slow cooked method, it uses more sauce on the meat than other methods. And basically our little sheet pan mix here gives you all the benefits of all of that good stuff in 30 minutes or less. So I thought it'd be a little interesting just to hear what is Kansas City barbecue versus, the Carolina, to give you a little bit of background on it. And I have made this as directed. And then I was inspired by Lisa, who made it in the crock pot. And so I took it a step further the next time I made it, and I did Instapot. And basically what I did is I did the rub on, or half the rub on the meat, seared the meat, and then added apple juice. I quartered an onion, and then I also quartered an apple and put it in with that in the Instapot. And then I mixed the rub with the tomato, the rest of the rub with the tomato at the end, and added it in to kind of thicken up the sauce and give it a little more flavor. And we ate it up as a pulled pork. And so made it a few different ways. And that's about all I have for you.
Cool. Thanks for the history on barbecue. Always good to learn those kinds of things too. So thank you for your knowledge. Okay, then we are going to move on to our featured speaker tonight is Margaret Thompson. Margaret has been with Tastefully Simple for 19 years. And when asked what her favorite product is, she says it's hard because she has several. The seasonal standards Wahoo chili and creamy wild rice soup are items that she looks forward to every year. And her new favorite product is the brown sugar caramel pound cake. I'm with you on that one, Margaret. And fun fact about Margaret is she is an avid backyard gardener. That's a good hobby to have. So take it away, Margaret.
Okay, so what I'm going to share with you all is some things that you can do to make sure that this fourth quarter finishes as strong as possible, and you have a really good, strong start to January. And so I'm just going to kind of run through some activities that you could be doing and some sales strategies. First of all, you all on the call, you're the top sellers. And so I know that this is no big surprise that people have already started shopping for the holidays. And the more you can contact your clients right now and talk to them about holiday gifts, then even if they don't buy from you that day, they're going to realize your store is still open. With this time of year, people are going to spend that money somewhere. And so you want them spending it with you, and you've got to get the word out, let people know that your store is open. So what we want to do is make sure that our next couple of months is as full as possible, so that we can maximize the sales. November is the highest revenue producing month of the entire year. And so that means that for you too, it could be your highest sales month of the year if you are letting people know that you're there. So the way to get activities scheduled, into November, first of all, we want to make sure that we reach out. Well, there's lots of different ways to do it. I'm just going to make some suggestions and you can take what you want to run with. But what I would do is start contacting my July and August hosts, and I would invite them to book a fall party, because your most recent hosts, you can go back further, but I would start with the people that more recently had a party, because chances are, they've just tried something that they liked and they may have run out of it. And so they may be ready to refill on their products anyway, so they can get their favorites for free. So I'd start reaching out to those July and August people, maybe June people, and start trying to book those, October, November, and the first, 10 days of December parties, so that people can get a holiday shopping party on the calendar. Now, you would want to then, as time goes on, still do that with your October, when your October person, when they host a party, or November, then what you do is start offering a January date to those people so that they can rebook their next party into January, because by that time, a lot of their friends will have used up the products that they purchased. And so that's the main reason that we want to do that. And what we can focus on in January is, there's lots of different things you can focus on at your parties. You can do tailgating parties, because that's a lot of bowl games that happen. You can focus on lower fat or, clean eating recipes, because people always want to, turn a new leaf and lose weight in, January. So you can jump on that bandwagon. But anyway, the point is that you decide what you're going to offer, and then you just consistently you just offer the fall openings. And then when it gets closer to the holiday, people are going to be telling you, I am too busy, I can't have anything right now. And so then that makes it easier for you to offer a January date, because you're solving a problem. You go, oh, I totally get it. And would a January party be better? And so you can go ahead and book a January party with them. Now, because you're booking after the holidays, and there's generally a rule of thumb that when you book a party more than 3 weeks out, there's a much higher chance that it will reschedule. So, and of course, January is the coldest month of the year, and so you never know what the weather is going to bring. So for that reason, when you book parties into January, you always want to book twice the parties and activities that you want to hold, because there is a higher than normal reschedule or cancellation rate. But you keep offering, if someone says, no, not now, then offer January. Now, we don't know what is going to be offered in January as far as the additional host special. So what you would focus on right now is what you can offer. And of course, you can make maybe the first 3 days of January after the 1st, like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or whatever, you can make those be your all-out party days and offer some extra thank you gift to someone that does book a party during that first week of January, if you choose. Okay, that's a gift that you would provide. But what you do is just don't wait until that you find out what the host special is going to be. We still know that they're going to get the regular host rewards, and the value that you add is the most important thing, and the fact that they can refill their order. Now, what you do is, if they are undecided, then when you do find out what the host special is, you can circle back and you can offer it to them again, because now you have new information. So, circling back and offering it to them once you do get that information will give you another chance to get that party firmed up. Having said that, so what we're doing is we're continuing to book parties into the fall, think book one now, book one later in January, and keep filling our calendar until, usually a good rule of thumb is by Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, you want to have all the parties on your January calendar that you want, meaning twice the number that you plan to hold. And if you work it like that, then you will definitely have a strong January. So here's some other things that you can do. The people that do book in January can still place orders for the holidays if you book them now. Like if someone says, oh, I can't do it until after the holiday. Well, up until the holiday, until Christmas, they and their friends can place advanced orders for holiday gifts, and that host can get advance credit toward their party. And that will also help that party hold. So that, set up the party link and encourage the host to share that. And, that'll help you get sales now and later. Another thing that you can do is really make a big deal out of Thanksgiving week. So you can create your own, you've probably heard it referred to before as a turkey trot. Some people will make the entire week a sales activity. If you're going to be busy with your own family and you really don't have time to mess with it, then make it be like one day, like maybe the Monday or Tuesday, or maybe even 48 hours, Monday and Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, and just focus all of your activity into those 2 days. And maybe you just do like a multiple host party of some sort, or a mystery host party or whatever, but something, because the thing is that people are going to be visiting their friends, and they're going to have relatives come to stay, and they're going to be with people that normally they wouldn't be seeing. And so if you can get them thinking about Tastefully Simple and make sure they have a link to a catalog or a party, then that's just a way to capitalize on those extra sales. Another thing you can do, there's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And, again, don't wait and just to see if Tastefully Simple does something. Create your own marketing, your own special Black Friday, Cyber Monday, time period. You don't have to give away a whole bunch of stuff. What you can do, you could, again, make it a mystery host party. Or maybe you've got some products on your shelf that you don't mind doing drawings for. You just do some fun prizes for anyone that books a party during that time, or turns in at least $100 of orders or whatever. But then that way, if Tastefully Simple comes out with some kind of a Black Friday or Cyber Monday special, that's icing on the cake. Then you can just add that to what you're already doing. A lot of times consultants make the mistake of waiting too long to find out what is going to be happening. And then by the time they find out, it's too late for them to really maximize the opportunity. So go ahead and decide, I'm going to do some kind of an event. And then, you're going to be getting sales, and even, that's going to be a bonus if there's some kind of a special offer. Now, another thing that you can do is consider holding your own open house, and it can be in your house. It could be out in your front yard if the weather is, agreeable. And it could be a drive-through thing, or it could just be a virtual open house. I don't know. But the point is that do some kind of an activity, and that could be during the week of Thanksgiving, or it could be the next week, like the week after Thanksgiving. The purpose of an open house is to give people that last chance to get their holiday gifts. Your local order people could come by and pick up, like you could put out groupings of products that you happen to have in inventory, and show them what gift selections that you have available. People could come by and do porch pickup, and that way you could liquidate some of your inventory and help people out for the holidays. Again, you can do if you do an open house, you can combine that with a multiple host event or a mystery host event. One thing, back when I used to do open houses around the holidays, I always did a 10 by 10 party, which is basically 10 clients that are collecting at least $100 worth of orders. In today's world, that's only 2 orders, two $50 orders. And then what they would do is drop the orders off at the house. And that I would just have, invite a whole bunch of people. You could do more than 10, you could have 20, and not everybody's going to play. But those that do have orders to turn in, if they brought it by the house and dropped it off, I had a table with small gifts on it. and they might be in little dollar store bags, and they could just pick a gift for dropping off orders of at least $100. And again, it was just a way of saying thank you for being a client. And then you could, add all those orders together as a mystery host party. If you have over $1,000, then somebody wins $100 in free products. So it doesn't have to be like a real fancy open house with a whole bunch of food. It could be something really simple. The main draw is going to be people getting their shopping done. And then another thing you can do is you can really maximize the 12 days before Christmas, which a lot of people just do December the 1st through the 12th. And you, again, can offer, you don't have to give anything away. What you can do is do a product each day that kind of feature one product or one gift idea. And just, if you're going to do a gift idea, like say dips to dinner, describe the type of person that would really enjoy that. Give them some suggestions as to, what they could do with that gift or who they could give it to. And that way, again, it's just a way of helping people solve that problem of, what to buy, and at the same time, give you some extra sales. And let's see what else. Okay. One more thing. Remember, not everybody celebrates the holidays. So keep offering just regular parties, even after that last day for holiday delivery. You don't have to worry about, like, if you really want to keep working, there is business out there. All you have to do is just keep offering it. Worst case scenario, someone says, yeah, I can't do a party until later. So offer them a January date. And another thing to consider is that December, especially after the holiday delivery deadline, you can do this where you just turn your focus to sponsoring and see how many people you can add in December. But if now this is assuming that you're available to onboard people, you can help them set up their January calendar so that they get started in in December, last couple of weeks of December, and then they can maybe turn in some sales, but mostly just hit the ground running in January, holding lots of parties and stuff. So that's something else you can do. And that way it is going to build even a stronger January for your team. So those are just some ideas. And I know I just threw a lot at you. So I'm going to stop talking for a second and let you all ask any questions, or maybe you've got maybe that spurred an idea for you and you're like, oh, I've tried that before. I would love to hear your ideas. Or questions, anything.
Well, hi, Margaret. I'm Gail. I'm part of your training.
Hey,
And I've only been in a few months, but I'm primarily running my business online just because of my schedule with another direct company. But what I've been planning to do, I'm brand new into my town where I just moved. I've only been here just a few weeks. But what I'm planning to do is there's 21 townhomes in the community that we just purchased. And my plan for the holidays, we're having a little block party here tomorrow night to welcome all the newbies, but I have all their contacts and I have all their emails. So I'll be putting them in my address book, but I'm going to be baking all the cakes, and I'm trying all the new recipes, and I've been listening to everybody, what you're adding, what you're mixing. But I'm making all the breads and all the cakes, and that's going to be wrapped up, and all the neighbors I'm going to try to give everybody as much different stuff as I possibly can, tied with my business card to come back to me for an order or to shop online with me. And I figured it's going to be a new way for me to get product out to 21 new faces. So that was going to be my new try, because I like to bake, and that's why I joined you. That's why I joined this company, is I just love to bake and I cook a lot. And so, but I'm going to try it with the neighbors and give everybody a taste of Tastefully Simple for their holiday gift.
Oh, well, I love that, especially the brown sugar or caramel pound cake. That's definitely a winner.
Oh, good. Well, I've enjoyed, now that I'm in my new house and I finally got settled in my kitchen, I just can't wait to start baking and get everything out. So, but I do appreciate and listen to all you ladies and all the ideas that you have, and I take lots of notes. So it's really been helpful for me. So thank you.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. And I would love to hear how that turns out with
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be great because I used to think I was a great cook until I started working for Tastefully Simple. And then when I started making Tastefully Simple recipes, everybody was like raving about it. And I never got the raving reviews from my own cooking. So it was kind of like a bittersweet thing.
You know, before I left Texas, I made the boys, my grandchildren, they're teenagers, they're 18 and 14. I made the chicken fajita mix and I did it on the grill. And I kind of did it in a process. I took all my pictures and posted it online. And the boys raved about my dinner. And I'm thinking, y'all never really say a whole lot about my cooking any other time. But this one time you sure liked my dinner. So, you know, I agree with you. They I don't know, it was kind of, there had to be something different.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? I know. I still can't figure it out because I like my cooking, even without Tastefully Simple. So
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it, but I keep serving it to people. So
Well, I really enjoyed all you ladies. I really have. I've only been in since in July, and crazy me, I joined in the middle of moving. So I did this at a crazy time of my life, but I didn't skip a beat. And thanks to Margaret, thanks to Lisa and Sherry and Anna, my upline, everybody has just kept me going and checking in on me. So I can't thank y'all enough. So.
well, they are lucky to have you on the team, and it's teamwork. That's what nice thing about this company is everybody's so willing to share, their ideas. Well, so any other who else has done something, for the holidays that's worked well for them?
I don't have that, Margaret, but I was wondering, do we know, is there going to be a Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotion of some sort?
I don't know. Now I'm sure that marketing is, working on their promotional plan for, the November. I'm sure, and we will find out about it at the monthly buzz. And I know this is hard to believe, but marketing keeps that stuff under wraps pretty well until it gets announced, because I guess they don't trust us.
They don't. What could we possibly do if we knew about this special in advance? I don't know.
Sell more stuff.
Yeah. Shocker.
I don't know. They are pretty picky about when they release it. So usually even Party Palooza, we find out right before you all do, so in rehearsals and stuff like that. So it is closely guarded information.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess one thing that I do, and I'm sure there's probably 100 people in our team that do this, but I take pictures of the gift sets that I make with the beer bread and the seasoning and the cake mixes and a spatula that I get at the dollar store for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Or I try to get them after Christmas on sale, depending upon how quick I get to shopping after Christmas. But I'll take pictures of those and just post my prices and then say how many do you want of what, and then take a big order like that and get them wrapped and deliver them. So that sometimes has a good response. It just depends on who sees it. You know how Facebook is. So.
Oh yeah. And you can do the same thing. That's a great idea. And you can do the same thing with business gifts. And I will say that on TS Central, if you look at the business gift skills or guides, that we have some really good training out there. If if you want to get some business accounts, because there's every year we have people that have orders that are $10, $20, $30,000 that a company has purchased Tastefully Simple for its clients or its employees. I mean, it happens every year. And so those contacts are out there. Most people break into the business gift market. At first they do it through someone they know. I would reach out to my friends and find out if they know anyone that buys gifts, but then, for a company that buys gifts. But then from there, once you get a track record, then you can start, doing more cold calls. But I highly recommend, what Rebecca, you were saying, also include the companies too. And Chris said, Rebecca, when you offer that, do you give them a choice of the sample packet or give them a random one? Like, do they get a choice of what they pair with the bread?
Yeah, I do say I have garlic, onion, or spinach and herb. I will say that. If I don't have it, then I won't give that as an option. Sometimes it depends on what I have on hand, unless I'm gonna order. But oh, there's something I was gonna say. Oh, one year I did, and this was an idea from I think Claudia. She was just doing a spatula with two sample seasonings, and that went over pretty well too. I mean, that's not a super high price point, but great stacking stuffer, a great little gift idea. I know one lady ordered them for all of her daughters here in town. She has 3 daughters.
You know
Stuff
how
like
it's
that.
yeah, you know how I was talking about like the open house gift for like a 10 by 10 host? That would be a nice gift, for someone that dropped off some orders to you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a inexpensive thing. Anyone else have any ideas to share, or like is something that you did that worked well for booking January parties? Rebecca, you said I do give them a choice of seasoning packet. Okay. Oh, and sometimes they want you to recommend something.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add, I did do the 12 days of Christmas last year. And I think I was over $1,000, maybe $1,200 with it, but I did offer a discount on 12 different products. So it wasn't the full money maker for me, but it did get me some December sales. But I liked your idea about when posting it, adding a description of somebody, what person it would be good for.
Yeah, do their thinking for them, help them connect the dots, because it is hard. And then everyone has somebody that's hard to buy for. So if you do have a gift that you think is perfect for the hard to buy for person, usually Open and Enjoy products are a good choice because who doesn't want to eat something, just open a bag and munch on it, but anyway, so and the cookies, I'd definitely be offering them to the Sweet Tooth because they are sweet. So anybody that loves sweets would, enjoy those.
All right. Any other questions for Margaret? Nope.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you, Margaret, for sharing your expertise. We appreciate you. You
Sure.
always have such good words to share with us. So
yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else, then thank you for joining everybody and enjoy the rest of your night.
Bye.